Hello, my name is Kishaga Ketch and I'm a third-year student studying the Bachelor of Digital Media and Communication at Deakin University. For the past 3.5 months, I've been working as an intern at Geelong's very own community radio station, 94.7 The Pulse. In this video, I'll be reflecting on my very gainful and wonderful experience here as a student intern. First topic of discussion, skills and knowledge. My placement here at The Pulse came at the perfect time. I was nearing the end of my 3-year degree. I'd completed 23 out of 24 credit points, and I had 3 years worth of knowledge, skills, and teaching from my first year in 2015 to my third and last year in 2017. I'd worked on many practical assignments. I was used to editing and making videos. I was used to being in front of a camera. And in the same breath, I'd written more essays, journalistic pieces, and research reports than I could count. And that work prepared me in more ways than I could recognize before starting my internship. My acquired skills in communication especially, and communications fluidity, flexibility, vastness was most definitely my most utilized and valued skill throughout the duration of my internship. My knowledge in communication and my skills in navigating through that world almost, understanding communication's vastness yet limitation, understanding that communication is fluid and flexible yet layered, consistent, and ordered, most especially in the media industry. My understanding of communication through my learning at Deakin University made it so that communication was a skill that was almost second nature to me. And within a day and like 10 minutes of research, I was able to figure out the tune of the organization, the tune of the organization's communication with their audience, clients, team members, and the general community. And I adapted to it, contributed to it, became one with it, sharing my stories in my voice, but having this organization, the Pulse's voices, as like a backup, as backup vocals. That was a terrible analogy. Because of my experience and my teaching, I'm able to pick out a company or an organization's communication tactics, as well as recognize strategies of communication and work with it. It also came in handy when I decided to go on solo ventures. In the vastness of communication, I was able to pick out a tone of my project, how I wanted it to appear, what I wanted it to be, how I wanted to communicate it, and I went along with it consistently. Communication is a skill that I think is vital, irrespective of what career path one chooses to attach themselves to, or what job title or industry is sought after. But that's enough on the skill of communication for now. Other skills that assisted me on my journey includes my skill set and knowledge in digital media, also known as the first part of my degree. My main job as an intern here at The Pulse, outside of the general social media administration, was digital content creation. I was a digital content creator. I was responsible for creating content for The Pulse's YouTube channel and creating my own digital fashion magazine under the support of The Pulse. My skills in graphic design and digital applications such as Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Lightroom, the online application PicMonkey, and iMovie, just to name a few, came in just as handy or was utilized just as much as my communication skills. If communication was the tool in my artillery of all I have to offer, then my skills and expertise and knowledge in the world of digital content creation would be my resource. It means the same thing. Does it make sense? Another terrible analogy. If my work here at The Pulse and my future career was a mount of clay, my right hand would be my skills, expertise, and knowledge in communication, and my left hand would be my skills, knowledge, and expertise in digital media and digital content creation. Straying away from skills in digital media and communication, other honorable mentions in the category of skills include organization, time, and self-management skills. On my very first day here as an intern, I was left to manage my own time, to allocate my own time to the different projects that I was supposed to get done by the end of that day, week, month, etc. Which again, it's a skill that I think everybody should attain. Analytical skills, problem-solving skills, and team-oriented skills. In the media industry, it is so important to be skilled in successfully managing and creating content and navigating your way from project to project individually, as well as in a team. Don't take group projects for granted because they teach you how to utilize every team member's strengths as well as work around every team member's weakness when working together to achieve the same goal. Moving on to experience. Without my experience as a university student and as a high school student studying graphic design and visual communication, I would have really struggled to put my projects together and bring them to life the way that I envisioned. Without that experience, Media Magazine simply would not exist. But experience doesn't just come from educational institutes. Experience can be bred from interest and curiosity. I'm self-taught in photography and filmography, and I may be biased, but I do think that I am pretty decent at both. I was curious about cameras, so I invested in one, the same one that I'm filming this video with right now. I started taking pictures of places, people, at events, and eventually of clothes. Now here we are 2 years later, and I'm growing in the world of fashion photography. I'm still an amateur photographer and filmographer, but an amateur one with at least a little bit of experience. Same thing with filming and editing. I researched filmography, analyzed camera angles of my favorite films, watched interviews of my favorite directors, and I tried to learn some of those techniques and imitate some of my favorite directors' works. Attitude. The only attitude that I think is crucial is passion, because passion breeds creativity. Passion breeds inspiration, motivation, determination, commitment, art. You need to be passionate about what you're doing, otherwise it'll feel like a chore. Without passion, it's still possible to have a gainful learning experience because knowledge and skills are still gained, but growth in your particular area, in your own and in your creations, is unlikely, and in the chance that it is, it's inconsistent and sporadic. My time here at The Pulse has provided me with an immeasurable amount of preparation for the next part of my journey, transitioning from student intern to whatever job title I end up attaining in the future as a member of the workforce. During my time here, I wouldn't say that my skill base has been expanded. I'm not leaving with more skills than I entered with. But I will say that this experience refined every single one of my skills in one way or another. My communication skills and my knowledge in communication, the different branches and layers of communication, verbal, visual, formal, informal, direct, indirect, and applying them into different aspects of the job challenged my skills in branding, promotion, marketing. And that's one of the things I'm most proud of, because I know that it is so valuable, not only to me as a future employee, but to me as a person. There are still areas where I await growth, and I look forward to those very teachable moments where the growth is acquired and another skill is attained. But the experience so far has been unique, gainful to say the least, valuable, and everything I need to move on to the next phase or chapter, if you like, of my career and by extension, my life. I have been Kishaka Ketch. Thank you so much for watching.